Merlin goes in, a little aggressive on his part. His positioning was a little strange. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate, see if we can't get some damage off. We get a little bit of damage off. Merlin is able to get the pick onto the Heimdall. We have 4 people on the Sobek. We're going to mez on. He immediately takes damage, so he wakes up from the mez. Trying to get some basics off, and we're able to get the pick onto the Sobek. What a do, skibbity boo! It's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Apollo as carry. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right and what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If you are a returning viewer, I think Apollo is a pretty average hunter. I think he does some things great, but he doesn't do anything the best. His global ultimate is pretty helpful, but let's go ahead and dive into his kit. Apollo's 1 is a line attack that deals damage. This is going to be the main source of Apollo's clear, other than his basic attacks. Apollo's 2 is his Serenade. He's going to mesmerize enemies that are standing near him, and it's going to increase Apollo's physical protections. As you level this ability up, the mesmerize duration is going to increase, and the physical protections you gain are also going to increase. Apollo's 3, Apollo's going to dash forward. He's going to knock aside all enemies, and then he's going to do a circle damage at the end of his dash. The circle damage is going to increase the movement speed of allies and himself, and it's also going to decrease the movement speed of enemies. Apollo's ultimate, Apollo is going to hop in his chariot and fly in the sky. He's going to be able to travel across the map. This is a global ultimate. Whenever he lands, he's going to deal damage every 0.2 seconds for 0.8 seconds, so a total of 4 times. Enemies hit by the last tick of damage are going to be knocked up. Apollo's passive is Audacity. After 10 successful basic attack, Apollo gains Audacity, increasing his attack speed by 100% for the next 5 basic attacks. Apollo also gains 2 stacks of Audacity anytime he damages an enemy god with an ability. Taking a look at the enemy team, we're going against a Heimdall and a Sobek, so we got beads as our relic. Later on, whenever these supports rotate out, it's going to be me versus Heimdall, and hopefully I'll be able to use my beads quick enough to prevent him from ulting me into space. So right here we're just trying to get some early lane pressure. We're able to dodge the Sobek dash. We're going to use our 1 on him. Athena's able to taunt him. We're going to try to focus him. We get him with a few basic attacks. We just got to do that 1 or 2 more times, and we might be able to get pick potential onto that Sobek. We're going to step up, try to avoid the Heimdall ability. We get plucked by Sobek. We're just going to dash out. We probably didn't even need to dash out right there. He probably could have turned and tried to fight a little bit. We would have had to watch our positioning, the minions, but I think we could have fought there. In terms of the build, we're going to be going into the... Oh no, Erlang Shen's here. Time to rotate out. We're going to get shots off. We're going to try to help this Athena. I don't know how much we're going to be able to do. Now that she's got plucked, I don't think there's anything we're going to be able to do. That is unfortunate. Their Erlang Shen is their jungler, and he showed up. Now we're going to have to fall back. 3 people in our lane. There's not a whole lot we're going to be able to do, and it looks like they're going to be able to invade our purple for it. So in terms of the build, we're going to be going with Hunter's Blessing, and then we're going to be going into Devourer's Gauntlets. Devourer's Gauntlets is a stacking lifesteal item. We'll get to that in just a moment. Let's see if we can get any poke onto the Sobek. We got exactly 1 poke onto the Sobek. Our team is rotating in. We're going to see if we can help out in this team fight. We're going to dash in, get the knockup onto the Erlang. We're able to get the pick onto Erlang. Now we're going to push out with our team. So right there, we could have tried to get pressure onto the Heimdall, but he was rotating out. If we just dashed in and committed to the Erlang, I think we would have had a better chance of securing it, which we did. If we would have stuck to the Heimdall, there's a chance that Erlang would have been able to get out. So we use our 1 on the wave. Now we're going to peel back. We have our passive. Passive's gone. So if you look at the little passive meter, it's going to fill up, and then there's going to be 5 shots that appear above it. We get our line attack off. Athena gets a taunt onto the Heimdall. We're able to fight this. We have the minion advantage as well.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Running a little low on mana. That shouldn't be too much of a concern. We need about 1,700 gold for Devourer's Gauntlets, so we're going to hang out in lane a little bit longer. We don't want to back until we can start stacking. In this game, Erlong did make an early rotation, so there's a good chance he will be back in our lane. In this game, we might want to consider getting boots because we've already seen the jungler, and we're expecting him to rotate by again. If you haven't seen the jungler, I would say definitely go for Devourer's Gauntlets first. I'm not sure what we went this game. We might go Devourers first, or we might go boots and then come back for Devourers. We're going to go ahead and hit this small harpy while we're waiting for wave. Okay, they're both over here, so we're just going to work on clearing up the wave. That was our 5 increased attack speed shots from our passive. So with Apollo, what you want to... Oh no, here comes Erlong. We're able to dash out. Athena has a fat taunt for us. We get our line attack off. Pele's here. I don't know how much we're going to be able to do for this Athena. Merlin rotates over as well. We're going to push up. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate, see if we can cut somebody off. Sobek uses his dash. We come in, we do a little bit of damage. We take a tower shot, and now we're going to fall back. Here comes the Hades. We're going to dash out. Now that Hades is here, we really don't want any part of this fight. We're going to go ahead and fall back because we have enough money for our Devourer's Gauntlets. We are able to get Hades to use his ultimate on us, and we're going to fall back. We did have our beads, but we also had our dash. If we could dash out, we're going to do that every single time. We're saving our beads for the Heimdall ult. It looks like they have a Fenrir solo. That is another ult we would want to use our beads for, but luckily he's all the way in the other lane, so there's a good chance we're not going to see him in right lane for a while. Devourer's Gauntlets is going to provide us 30 physical power and 15% lifesteal whenever we first get it. Its passive is it's going to allow us to start building stacks. We can build up to 70 stacks. Each stack is going to provide us 0.5 physical power, and it's going to provide us 0.2 lifesteal. So whenever we have this item fully stacked, the 30 physical power is going to be converted to 65 physical power, and the 15% lifesteal is going to increase to 29% lifesteal. 29% lifesteal from a single item is pretty darn good, plus you're also getting a decent amount of power. Devourer's Gauntlets is an excellent stacking lifesteal item. Most hunters are going to be going Devourer's Gauntlets because the lifesteal you get from basic attacks are greater. So like Soul Eater gives you ability lifesteal. We want basic attack lifesteal on our hunters. Apollo definitely leans towards a basic attack hunter over an ability based hunter. 2 of his 3 abilities deal damage, his Mesmerize does not. Here comes an Erlong, beautiful taunt, we get yeeted into space. We could have beat that, but we were a little slow. And we get picked. So a couple things went wrong right there. Erlong showed up out of nowhere, and we got ulted by Heimdall. We had our beads, we could have used it. I guess we were just a little slow on pressing it, but they're able to get the pick onto us. So that's 2 times, if not 3 times, Erlong has been over in the right.
Your right tower is under
We
attack.
could ult the lane, but we're just going to walk back this time. Save our ultimate. After going into Devourer's Gauntlets, we're going to be going into attack speed boots. No reason to get power boots on Apollo when we can just get some attack speed. It's going to work well with his passive as well. So with follows a passive, right now we have about 7 or 8 of the basic attacks we need to activate his Audacity. Once we have his Audacity activated, we want to try to box enemy gods. So we get 5 shots that are able to be fired at 100% increased attack speed. We want to try to use all 5 onto an enemy god real quick, burst them down, and then kind of peel back. Just a 2v1 over here, so we're going to hang back in your tower and farm up the wave. We're building stacks on Devo's Gauntlets, so we definitely want to hang out and clear the wave as often as possible in right lane. We probably won't be making any rotations, unless there's a major team fight breaking out in mid, then we can use our ultimate to just rotate to mid. Dean is able to get the taunt. We're going to dash in, try to get some damage. We got a little bit of damage on him. Here comes the Sobek. We're trying to avoid the pluck. He does not get the pluck on anyone, so we're going to fall back. I believe somebody said, oh, here comes the Hades. We're going to dash out. And I believe we are out. That Hades is an issue. Both the Hades and the Erlong this game, if either one of them rotate over, we're kind of in trouble. Hades is going to be a problem to deal with just because he's going to be very tanky and have a lot of lifesteal. Erlong's a problem because he has a root and some mobility. He's just great setup for Heim and Sobek in our lane. We get our one off onto the Sobek, does a little bit of damage. He's pretty much able to heal it all up from his 3. We're going to dash out to avoid the block. Ooh, if only we could mez him in the tower. We missed our mez. The first tower shot would have woken him up from his mez, but still, it would have been nice to mez him in under tower. Heim's teleporting away as our jungler approaches, so there's a very good chance that they have wards. Pele goes in, is able to get the pick onto 1. We do have our ultimate. Looks like we're just gonna ult on nothing, not even aim for the minions, or just miss the minions. We definitely aim for them. We're gonna make our way to our purple buff. Purple buff is going to increase our attack speed by a little bit, and it's also going to reduce the enemy protections if they stand too close to us. We have enough money for boots, but we don't want them back if there's still minions in our lane. That would cause us to miss some XP and some gold. So we're gonna go ahead and clear this wave, and now we're looking to back it up. We pick up our attack speed boots, and then we are going to be going into Atalanta's Bow. Atalanta's Bow is going to provide us 25 physical power. It's going to provide us 30% attack speed and 20% penetration. 20% penetration is pretty huge. It's going to allow us to do some more relevant damage to the Sobek. Probably to everyone on the map, but really the Sobek and the Fenrir are going to be building the protections. Hades probably isn't, but he gets a decent amount of protections in his ultimate. So Atalanta's Bow's passive, for 10 seconds you're going to gain increased attack speed by 20% or decrease movement speed penalties by 40% if you get a kill or assist on an enemy god. So if you get a kill or assist, you're just going to be a little bit better, a little bit faster, a little bit able to get your attack speed off a little bit quicker. We're going to use our line attack, some good damage onto that Heim. He's going to use his 3, teleport back a bit. Hades is here. We're going to just start running away. Dash back. He's probably going to dash in, try to do something. Our jungle rotates in. We're going to use our ultimate. We get a little bit of damage off. Haley's able to get a double. We're going to try to stick to the Sobek. He's probably going to dash as soon as he comes out of his ult. We're able to mez him. There's his dash. Line attack. And we're able to get the pick. So now we're going to rotate back to right lane, see if we can clean it up. Although they are starting gold, we could definitely get gold with these 3 people. So we're going to work on it. That is 228 gold for everyone on our team. So there are a couple versions of Gold Fury. There's Gold Fury, Omni Fury, and Primal Fury. The Primal Fury, if you get a pick onto the Primal Fury, you're going to deal, I think it's 5% more damage to all jungle buffs for the rest of the game. This can stack 3 times. Primal Fury is also going to add a red glow to each minion wave in a lane. So there'll be 3 minion waves that spawn, 1 in each lane, and they'll have increased protections and deal a little bit more damage. The Oni Fury is just going to spawn some increased minions. Two over here. We're going to see if we can get any kind of setup. We're going to use our basics. We're in our passive. We're going to fall back. They have the lane pressure. We get plucked. We try to mez. That was very annoying. You could even hear me spamming the A after it happened. But we got knocked back by Sobek and then ulted by Heimdall pretty much at the same time. The Sobek knockback took priority and the animation, so we got knocked to the side, and then Heim eats us into space even though we weren't in front of Heim. Another death we could have used beads to prevent. I don't think we've used our beads yet, which is unfortunate. We definitely tried to. I heard myself spamming A as I was flying through space. But we just finished our Atalanta's Bow. We're going to pick up some mana potion. We're going to use our ultimate to rotate the lane. Nobody over here, so we're just going to clear the wave. We really used our ultimate so we wouldn't miss that wave. That's pretty much it. We gained the full wave's worth of XP and gold. Heim's to the left of us. That's a lot of damage. Somebody else is here, so we're going to start falling back. That is a Sobek dash. We're going to go ahead and mez him. Athena's coming in. I don't know how much we're going to be able to help right here because we are pretty weak. Pele's also rotating in. Now that we see that Pele is here, we're going to try to see if we can get any ranged poke or support anyone from this far away.
Seek opportunities to turn the battle.
Does not look like it, so we're going to rotate to our camp and see if we can lifesteal off of it.
Oh look, more work for you to do.
Please.
We're able to get our purple. Now we're going to head to the Harpy. Drop this bad boy. We're getting a lot of lifesteal from it, so we should be able to hang out a little bit longer. There's somebody on our red buff who should probably help with the rotation right here. We get our line attack off. We get a basic off. Erlen rotates in. We're going to try to focus him. We get our mez off. We're fighting into him. We might need to pull back a little bit right here. Sobek's also rotating in. We get our line attack off. We're going to keep firing basics, but now it's time to run. Heim is rotating in as well. We're out. We might hang out just a little bit longer. Get super greedy right here.
Your left tower is under attack.
The Sobek and the Heim are backing it up. Merlin goes in, a little aggressive on his part. His positioning was a little strange. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate, see if we can't get some damage off. Get a little bit of damage off. Merlin is able to get the pick onto the Heimdall. We have 4 people on the Sobek. We're going to mez on. He immediately takes damage, so he wakes up from the mez. Trying to get some basics off, and we're able to get the pick onto the Sobek. Oh no, now Hades is chasing us. We're going to want to run. I think we are out right now. Unless we do some dumb stuff like this and just hang out and get in his range. What are we doing? Oh my goodness. That might be the most preventable death we've had so far. After going into Atalanta's Bow, we are going to be going into Quinsize. Quinsize is going to provide us 40 physical power. It's going to provide us 20% attack speed. If the enemy has less than 2,000 health, every time we land a basic attack, it's going to remove 3% of their maximum health. Between 2,000 health and 2,750 health, the 3% is going to scale up to 5%, and then anything over 2,750 health is just going to remain at the 5% per hit. So it is a great way to just remove a percentage of the enemy's health, regardless of how much health or protections that they have.
On my way. Ultimate is ready. Enemy missing right.
Impeccable.
We call out that they're missing over here. Apollo is a great split pusher. So if we have the opportunity to poke down a tower, we should definitely do so. We're going to go ahead and drop our purple. We're looking to get some farm. We are a 15, so we do have a level on the enemy Heimdall. It'd be nice to push that out to 2 levels on the enemy Heimdall. Looks like there's a team fight going on in mid. We're going to go ahead and clean up this wave.
Your left tower is under attack.
We can always just ult in. Looks like we got a pick. There's just 2 people left. We're going to go ahead and clear this next wave. We could push this tower or we could rotate in. We're going to go ahead and rotate in. Aiming for the Heimdall, but he steps up right as we come in. We get some basics off. Hades is able to clean him up.
Looks like we have a fearless warrior on our hands.
So now, that's pretty much a deicide. Their Erlong came up right as their last person went down. Nobody really rotated over here, so we're just going to work on the Pyromancer first. We might have to pull back and not even go for fire. I think we have it though. We're going to go ahead and start it. Anyone wants to help out, that would be great. Yep, there we go. So, slowly but surely, we should be able to get this. I don't think anyone is going to rotate in. I think it's just a free fire giant. Everyone on our team is alive, so everyone on our team is going to receive the buff. Fire giant buff is going to increase our HP 5, or MP 5. It's going to make it to where we deal more damage to structures. And we deal more damage, just we have the power increase as well. So Hades and Pele are going off. Hades is a 20, Pele is a 19. We're doing alright. We have 2 levels on our lane matchup. Right now we are trying to push with our team. Hanging out in the lane still. So right lane is kind of pushed up. We don't really want to rotate out when we know that there's this many people in mid. Silbeck goes in. Hades goes in. We're looking to come in here and get a little bit of damage on some people. We dash in aggressively onto this Heimdall. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. Should be able to chase 1 or 2 people down here. We use our ultimate. Hades dashes as soon as we use our ultimate on him. Bad timing by us. We're going to go ahead and dash in here because we know he's got to go down. We were going to fight into that Hades ult. With Quinn size and our Atalanta's bow, we're going to deal relevant damage. Probably more damage than the Pele or the Athena that were stuck in there.
If nothing can hit you, doesn't that make one? And with them out of the way, nothing can stop true order.
So if I could get somebody to just tank this tower for me, we could absolutely get this tower right here. Very nice. We might be able to get a Phoenix here. Nope, 3 people up. We should definitely just fall back, go for the right lane, get the right tower. So they had 3 people run middle. By the time we rotate over here, they can't really make it here in time. We're going to be able to get this tower before they can do anything about it. So we go ahead and drop this tower. We're going to pull back. Our team's a little split right now, so we're just going to strip away the enemy camps. Looks like there is a fight going around the enemy's red. We're going to rotate onto it, see if there's anything we can do. There is a Hades behind us. We do have our beads if we need it. We're going to use our 3 to get some distance between us and them. Now we're going to focus onto this Hades while he's ulting. Pele's able to get a pick. Hades is able to get the pick onto Pele. We're trying to hang out on the edge of this fight and shoot anybody that kind of dives into our team. The Heim is a great target. We're going to go ahead and dash onto him. Merlin is able to get the pick. Now it's just the Sobek running away. We should be able to get something here. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate, see if we can land on the Sobek and then mez him for our team to catch up. Doing a little bit of tanking, and we're able to get the pick. So now we should be able to get this middle Phoenix. The Fenrir is up. I don't think we're going to be able to end right here. We do have a pretty penny in the pocket. So if Athena can tank left, we could totally get this left Phoenix. So we're about to get the Apollo passive. And right now our attack speed is getting up there. So the increase or the attack speed buff that we're getting from Apollo's passive is getting capped out at the maximum attack speed cap. So, oh no, we're gonna have to fight into this. I don't think there's anything we can do other than fight into this. We could have Aegis or Bees that. No, our Bees were down. 3 people there. We use our Aegis. We're gonna use our 3, but Heim is able to get us. Pretty penny in the pocket. So what I was saying is our passive increases our attack speed, but our attack speed is already so fast that whenever we get to our passive, it is going to just get capped out. So to address this, we are going to be going into the Silverbranch Bow. The Silverbranch Bow is going to provide us 30 physical power, 35% attack speed, and 10% physical penetration. For each 0.02 attack speed over our cap, we're going to gain 2 physical power. So the animation for Apollo's passive, not the animation, but his attack speed isn't going to increase anymore, but he will have 5 shots that are going to be converted into additional power from the Silverbranch Bow. Basically, we are reaching our attack speed cap, and we're buying an item that's going to convert going over the cap into power. Then after going into the Silverbranch Bow, we're going to be going into the Odysseus Bow. That's going to provide us 40% attack speed. We're going to use our ultimate right here. We are able to land on the Sobek. Merlin is able to get the pick. So we have 2 people down. We could totally make a play for Fire Giant right here. Fenrir's all the way in right. Does not look like our team is interested in Fire Giant, so we're going to rotate to left lane, see if we can get this left Phoenix. Oh, now we're interested in Fire Giant. So the Odysseus Bow, every 4th basic attack is going to trigger Chain Lightning, damaging up to 4 enemies for 15 damage plus 60% of your basic attack power. So if you're auto-attacking something, some of that damage is going to chain over to surrounding enemies. It's not super consistent for like a short duration if you're trying to get a pick onto somebody that you're not shooting, but if you're just shooting in a team fight, you're going to be doing consistent damage over time to enemies that are standing near them. We just got fire. We're going to go ahead and rotate over to the Oni Fury. The Oni Fury is going to give us increased waves in each lane. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up and establish some lane pressure. Getting some stronger minion waves to push up is going to be helpful, especially when that middle wave is going to be an enhanced wave and a fire wave. So they're going to be super tanky, super hard to deal with. We have enough money for an upgrade. We're going to go ahead and rotate over to the purple buff so we can get some increased attack speed. So right there, if you look at his passive, okay, so not his passive, but if you look at the Silverbranch Bow, when his passive is active, it's getting an additional like 47 power or more. So right now we are over the attack speed limit. We are gaining 14 additional power from the attack speed that we are over the limit. So whenever we shoot and whenever we have our passive active, it's going to be at the exact same attack speed. But whenever our passive is active and we have Audacity, oh man, we're going to go straight into this Heimdall. Super aggressive. We miss our ultimate. We dash in. We get ulted into space. This is immediately going bad. I'm pushing A in frustration. You get a little bit of damage off, and we could totally have won this fight if we landed a couple more basics. He hit all of his stuff. I missed all my stuff and almost got him with just basic attacks. So if we would have hit anything, we probably would have gotten the pick right there. But that was a very bad fight. We went in. It was like, I don't know. I thought I had him. I probably should have had him. Missed a couple things in my execution, and he was able to get the pick onto us.
Careful, middle. Enemies incoming.
I think 3 of my 5 deaths have been getting yeeted into space by Heimdall. If not 4 of my 5.
Looks like we have a fearless warrior on our hands. Killing spree.
So right now we are gaining 9 power from the Silverbranch Bow. 9 additional power, I should say. We have the enhanced minions pushing up in each wave. We should be able to get this left Phoenix right here. We're going to go ahead and march up middle lane. We're able to get the left and middle Phoenix.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
We are pushing up to our team. I don't think we're going to be able to end right here, unfortunately, but we shall see. We have our ultimate in 5. And we have a fat minion wave on right. We could push right now and get this wave. So we're about to have our passive. Whenever we have our passive, the power from Silverbranch Bow goes up from 9 to 57. So that's a pretty significant increase. We're going to go ahead and mez the Fenrir off of us to cancel his ability. There is a Hades ultimate. We're going to have to use our ult just to get out of here. And we get out with 2 health. I love it. We are going to have to pull back here. So right there, we saw the Fenrir, and we were like, alright, let's get aggressive on him. We mezzed him out of his ability. We're like, alright, let's dash onto him. And as soon as we start dashing, Hades appears. That's when we're like, oh no. Hades appears while we don't have our dash, so we have to just ult out. If he had his ultimate, we would have been dead. Athena is running away from the Sobek, so we're going to see if we can help her escape. And then we're going to get some damage onto him. We're doing decent damage. Alright, I do remember this play. And this is pretty rough. Let's count them together. 1, 2. Hit 1, so 2 and 1. Miss of that ability. 3, 4, 5. Nope, 3 and 2. 7, 9. Wow. So 9 and 2. I've missed 9 shots. I've hit 2. We're gonna dash in. We're gonna get the mez. We're gonna use our line attack. He still doesn't go down, and we're able to get him with a basic. We missed so many basics right there, but there was no way we were gonna let that Sobek escape.
Stand in our way again.
Hades had a good laugh at me, I think.
An enemy has been slain.
We're gonna see if we can do anything to this Fenrir. I feel pretty confident fighting into him, but he's gonna back, so not too much more for us to do over in this left lane. Probably gonna rotate mid, if not just backing. We make the call to go for Fire Giant. Hopefully our team's rotating in. Gonna wait for Athena, and we should be able to just start it. So we got the aggro. We're gonna go ahead and pull back. We're dealing 173s on our basics to the fire giant. Nothing crazy, but just some nice consistent damage for you. We're gonna go ahead and use our ultimate, see if we can't catch anybody out of position. I want this round 2 against this Heimdall. We're gonna land some abilities this time, and Hades is just gonna come in, clean it up, make it look easy. That's 2 people down. We should be able to get this Phoenix as soon as it respawns right here. Hades is here. We're getting some consistent damage from our Odysseus Bow. Let's go ahead and push this middle Phoenix. Athena goes in. We're going to go ahead and just use some autos onto this Hades. I think we were winning that trade. We are able to get a double right there. I'm assuming from Odysseus Bow. We are going to go ahead and clean up this wave. Athena ults left. We might be able to win right here. Yeah, it's looking like it. Fenrir is here. We're going to have to pull back a little bit. We use our mez. We're going to start autoing him. We're going to use our beads. Dash out. And we should be able to close this out. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.